parties met this morning with the head of the civil service, and we were discussing the need to agree a programme for government, agree a budget. There should be no more delay in the return to Stormont. We should have an executive and assembly up and running now. We're 5 weeks post-election. What we should have are fully functioning ministers in post around an executive table. And I believe that the DUP's actions are continuing to punish the public. We are still sitting in the middle of a cost of living crisis that is only going to deepen in the winter months. And yet we know that there's money to be allocated to support workers and families right now, but we don't know how that money is going to reach them because of the actions of the DUP and of the Tories themselves. So I don't think that's what the public voted for in the recent elections. I believe the public voted for politics to work. I believe they want the parties to get round the table and discuss the things like fixing our health service, to discuss how we're going to put money in the pockets of workers and families. I don't believe they voted for stalemate. I don't believe they voted for the DUP to stay outside of the executive. If I turn to what's happened in Westminster, I mean, that's not really for me to comment on. There obviously are significant developments there, but there's no doubt that the Tory infighting is actually having an impact in terms of the people's lives here. The Tories themselves are bad for workers and families. The Tories themselves brought us austerity, they brought us Brexit, they brought us all of this mess over the course of recent weeks, and they've brought us now their efforts that are deliberately attempting to override parts of the protocol which they themselves agreed, so breaching international law. I believe that's going to continue over the course of this week. But their infighting is actually having an impact on people's lives here, and that's not acceptable. The Tories' approach to pander to the DUP is also not acceptable. What the public here want is us who've been given a mandate, who have a local support from local people to actually govern for them. What they want us to do is actually work together, and what's happening in Britain is for the people there.